Yeah, look, sometimes you get a little lucky. Excited to get Tyler. We were patient. We had a pretty good feel when they started, when both tight ends started to fall that, and we liked both of the players, but good fit for us. Adds a toughness to our team. Questions?
I mean, I'm sure you like both. You just said that. Did you have any sense that they might go in that order, the two tight ends? Just flavors.
Yeah, it's flavors and fit, for what you want to do.
Once Loveland went off or around there, did you have discussions about trading up? Or
No.
you confident that?
Nope. Had a good feeling. Yeah. We work really hard at this to kind of figure, team needs, our pro scouts do an unbelievable job of kind of, all right, here's what they need. No, felt good about it. I'll tell you this. Last time I felt that good about pulling a pick, and I felt good about all of them, but was Quentin. Like, it was easy. It was easy. There wasn't a lot of discussion.
You've talked about what's been missing with the tight end group. I mean, now that you've got your guy, what does he potentially bring to your offense?
He can do a lot now. I mean, he can play multiple spots. He's got the quarterback background, so he can play in the backfield. He's a great 50-50 ball catcher. After the catch, he's violent after the catch. I mean, he brings an element of toughness that I thought, we needed to add offensively.
See tight ends utilized as much as he was around their offense. In your conversations with their staff, what did they say about specifically why they felt like?
Where'd you ask that? So the offensive coordinator was at University of Kansas the year before with my son. So I got to see how he did things offensively. So it didn't surprise me one bit to watch how he knew he had a unique player, and he found unique ways to use him. And I think Shane will find unique ways to use him.
You mentioned Quentin. Is there a similar mentality between those two? Because we just got off the Zoom with Tyler, and
Yep.
my first thought was Quentin.
Very similar. Very similar.
When a guy has 17 catches in a game, how do you contextualize that in a scouting process?
That was as dominant a game that you saw from any offensive player in college football this year. Catch 17 balls on the road at USC, and they know he's getting the ball, and they just kept feeding it to him. He's unique. He's a unique player. We're really excited to get him. Yeah.
How much of that excitement is just about the ways that Shane can use a player of his kind of skill set?
I don't really know how to answer that because, Shane's a creative guy, so he'll find ways to. He does a really good job with all our players, putting them into spots to what their strengths are. I think he'll do the same thing with Tyler.
Josh Downs has been, sort of a safety blanket, if you will, at times. How much does the tight end, when you have a volume tight end, help, in that regard?
Yeah, it'll help. There's a lot of different ways, but the ability to really threaten the middle of the field, I think is going to open some things up for us offensively. And I think it gives and plus being a really big target, I think that's a plus. It's kind of one of those guys that's always open. That's part of his uniqueness. His hands are pretty rare. I thought he had the best hands of any player in the draft. So he's a unique dude.
You talk about the middle of the field. The matchup advantages often come in the middle of the field. Is that fair?
Yeah, because there's not many 6'6" linebackers or safeties playing. So, yeah.
You mentioned how clean he was, as a prospect, and then he said he came in for a top 30. What more do you need to see, I guess?
I just wanted to visit with him. Yeah, just wanted to visit with him. Yeah.
When you look at his college journey, he was a guy who kind of had to wait his turn a bit and kind of grinded out. How much do you think that kind of just, I guess, lets you know who he is as a person? Because he was saying, I had to work for it.
In a day and age where guys back out at the first sign of competition, I mean, this is a real issue in college football. The first time somebody has to wait their turn and actually compete their ass off to play, you'll see it right now in the transfer portal. They'll hit the, what do you mean I'm not starting? What do you mean I got to work for it? No, I'm going somewhere else. It's a beautiful thing, man. That is a beautiful thing. And I don't think, I mean, I asked a bunch of questions like, you know, all of a sudden he burst on the scene, and he was a good player last year for him, but then he burst on. But then when you start digging into it, I mean, they've had some other tight ends there that have been pretty good football players. So for this kid to keep competing, never gripe, complain, just keep working and getting better, that's a freaking beautiful thing now. College football should pay attention to it. Not college football, the players should pay attention to it.
How unique is it for a tight end to basically be a wildcat and be like an entire offense for a college team like that?
No, you can do a lot with him. He is excellent inside the 10 and 5 because of the things you can do with not only throwing him the football, but running the football. And I mean, that's going to be an added advantage for our offense, I think, of the things Shane can do with him.
From a blocking standpoint, you mentioned in Florida that they're all going to have to develop. But how much does it help that he's already been at fullback, been in the slot, been in all the spots that you want to use?
Yeah, I mean, look, none of them are finished products coming into our league. They all have to learn, and he's still got some growth to do. But it tells you about his football IQ, like to be able to go in the slot, line up at tight end, line up wide, line up at quarterback, line up at fullback. I mean, they put a lot on that kid's plate, and he handled it mentally. So that just tells you that he's going to be able to handle a high volume on Sunday of whatever we ask him to do.
How much did the run that Penn State made in the college football playoff help get you a further or a clearer picture of him in the evaluation process?
Look, all you got to do is put the USC game on. I didn't need the playoffs. I mean, he had done enough in that one game to go like, holy cow, man, this guy's got some unique stuff in him. And he's a good kid.
Chris, did all of you guys go to Penn State pro day?
No.
Was Shane there?
No.
Chris, were you surprised Loveland went before him?
Flavor, I mean, that's a better question for Ryan in Chicago than me. Guessing they got Cole Kmet. Probably think, Loveland's probably a better fit in combination with Cole Kmet. That'd be my guess, but you need to call Ryan and ask him that.
How much do you think having Warren will help whatever quarterback ends up starting?
Well, I mean, that's the plan. Yeah. That's why we took him.
You didn't have to reach. I mean, he was in that area on your board. Can you say where was he?
We had a group of about 4 or 5 players that, we were considering. And so, he was right in that group.
You can name names.
I know. And you want me to, stack them, too? You want me to bring the board in for you here, Chap, so you can follow it along? Chap, just come on. You're going to come with us.
Just say these 4. We won't say what the order was.
Just between us,
Yeah, but among friends.
Did you happen to catch that Pitt wanted Tyler Warren? That's what he told us the other day.
Yeah, Pitt. Probably thinks he's going to take off some of the blocking duties. Nope.
He brought up that USC game.
One more serious one about, he said he watched his film on John Riggins and all that when he was a kid. Like, when you hear that from a 22-year-old and knowing who his dad is, how much does that maybe just let you into his psyche a bit?
Yeah, like when he gets the ball in his hands, man, there's some violence now that he's going to deliver to the defender, especially at the second level. And aggressive mentality, I think is going to benefit him very well.
All right.
Awesome. Thank y'all. Look at here, not even 10:30.